Greetings, my friends, and welcome to the construction zone today. I've been trying to get this in and keep repeating myself, so we got to just play through that part. They're redoing the house on the roof next door, so yeah. But thank you for joining me on episode number 65 to start off the second season or year on the Bayou Gold Guy channel. I am Bayou Gold Guy, and I thank you so much for being here on this fine Friday night. So we're gonna start off this new round of gold search for the year with a bag I've already done at Christmas, but it was so pretty I really wanted to get some more of it, and I bought this bag, and it was the last one he had, and he had taken it off the website, and when I looked, it is back up, so he might have found another supplier now for it. So without further ado, let us turn to the new gold epicenter of South Louisiana, our table, and check out our Leaf Gold Paydirt from Gold Nugget Sales. And X marks the spot for some real treasure on this one, because it was some beautiful, beautiful gold. Although I have to say, I have seen a couple of videos now on the new stuff that came out that it was hard to tell. It looked like it might have been chunkier than what I had gotten, so it might not be the same. I really hope it is, but that's the thing when you're dealing with natural material like gold and gems and the stuff that we deal with. It's always changing, so you know there's no assembly line that's putting out duplicate gold chunks. It's all unique, and what I find really fascinating about it is no matter how fine. I think it was Benzo the other night on JP's bar, or it might have been one of Brewer's channels. They have a lot of the live streams during the week. I get them confused, but he was looking at some microscopic particles of gold, and it's just amazing that even down to the microscopic size, it could be, if you blew it up 100 times, it would look like the little chunk that's a -20 mesh, or the piece that's at 1 millimeter. You know, it holds its character, even down to the micro sizes. I just find that really intriguing about gold. One of the many things I find very intriguing about gold. So, like I said, we have got this is a 3-gram bag of the Leaf Gold Paydirt, and it is jewelry quality. I'm not sure what that means. I've never really caught on to what exactly that meant, jewelry quality. But it was, like I said, I'll leave a link to the, oh, sorry about that. Yeah, that's, I was doing, if y'all saw my last short there with the metal roof, that's still wounds from where I got nicked a couple of times. But, so we're going to have some classifying to do on this one, because it is one of the bags he does put some filler in. So let me wipe out my pan here to get it dry. Everything's still drying from the video from yesterday. I had to get in and get published for tonight for the giveaway that is already done now in the history in the past. But I'm trying to get this in now for the Friday night show, so we don't miss our week, because we've been doing pretty good with our regular Friday show. And for starting off the second year on the channel, I think it wouldn't be good. It wouldn't be fitting to miss my spot. And now that like I mentioned before, now that backyard prospecting Dig Daddy has moved back to Monday nights, which was his original time, I will start these now at 8:01 instead of the 8:16, where we'd always give his channel time to end. Hopefully it won't hurt my my Friday night views. That's a nice batch of rocks there. That's, like I said, I still don't get. Mike still puts in a lot of filler rock in there. I don't know if it's just because of the amount. Like, oh, look at all that gold showing up on the top there. Forget the filler rock. That's what I was about to say, though. It really doesn't matter because this stuff's always so good. The filler rock just, you know, it does, you know, bring about the true gold penny experience. But take a look at those lovelies. And it looks pretty flat and shiny to me, like the last stuff did. So I mean, I'm already liking what I'm seeing on here with these little pieces. And that's what was so cool about it. It had the, like that, you can see it's got the little filigree around the edges almost, where it has a lacy quality to it, almost a faceted look, but it's very thin. So you know, for 3 grams of gold, you end up with a lot of volume, a lot of pieces of gold for your money. And you know, that's I know it's by weight that it really matters, but when you're doing this, it's really cool to see a lot of gold like that. It's like I said, it was. I'll leave a link to the other one because it was cool to see too there. And it looks like we're gonna have just as much fun on this one. So let's we'll dump the bulk of our material over to here. And let me say right away, congratulations once again to HD Shovel Ed for winning first place on Guess the Weight for our 1-year giveaway video, giveaway on the channel. And congratulations to King Carbon, who won second place, the half-gram bottle. And I still, like I said, don't know who won the Guess the Number on the on the live chat yet, because it has not occurred, even though this is being filmed after that. So yes, it's the YouTube time dilation effect. So actually, let's go ahead and knock our big stuff out of the way first. Man, I have to say, I had a buddy that came by a little earlier, just in from Colorado, and he had the most interesting looking little, seemed like a flash drive, one of those data sticks, you know, little narrow white flat. Yeah, like a thumb drive or something, I guess you'd say. But when you drew lightly on the end of it, it emitted the most pleasant flavored vapor that quickly expanded. And shortly thereafter, I have to say that that was probably the safest I have felt. And that's the safest I've felt in I don't know how many years. It's like being wrapped in a big T-bone steak between a pair of giant luscious Hooters. It was bliss, and like I said, it wasn't that long ago. So I think the safety is continuing. You know, it was one of those. It wasn't one of those safety meetings where you had to sit through the whole thing to you know learn what you needed to from it. The first couple of safety protocols, and you were good. But yeah, you can hear the work continues. But there is a nice, very nice honker piece of leaf gold there. Let's see how that looks. Looks almost like a crystallized look to it. And that's the other thing that's really cool about this gold is for the see, it's very thin, but for the look of it and the character that you get from each little piece, it is the that's a blood blister. Sorry about that. Construction, yes, but you have it's the cost of it is really the regular price for a gram of gold that he sells. So it's not like you have to buy this as the premium gold, like when I get my crystallized golds that are
the wire golds that are $90 a gram or $120 a gram or $100 a gram, you know. So that really even makes it more nicer, you know. So let me get these big rocks out of the way here so we have room to work this material out of the pan, and we'll be right back. All right, we used our kitchen strainer to get those little pesky floating organics out of the way there. And this stuff's fine enough broken down that we're not going to worry about classifying it. We are just going to go with it. You can still see there's pieces of grass, bits of grass and stuff showing up in there. So this is going to be getting dirty. So we have our jet dry in the water. Let us proceed. So yeah, a great pay dirt to start off for the next round of the channel, video number 65 for the next year here. And like I said in the last one, we did a lot of low ROI bags this last year and still ended up with a really good gold value for cost overall. So I'm going to try to focus a little more on some of the higher ROI providers this time, and we'll still be doing some variety bags and seeing that, but just not quite as much as I think I did probably the first year, and see if we can focus on how to grow your, you know, your gold. Like I said, I mean, I have no retirement. I mean, I've worked in construction all my life, independent, worked, you know, everything's, so yeah, that's, when it comes to time where I can't go out and haul crap around and crawl under houses and up on roofs, and yeah, I'm gonna probably need something besides the crappy Social Security that I'll be getting. And so that's where the gold comes in, and even even selling some and giving a bunch away, and still ended up with a good amount for the first year ever doing it. So I'm enthusiastic and optimistic about, you know, I gotta decide some way maybe to like secure that or take that off the playing field and start new for the next year with working with gold that I get. You know, kind of like whenever you're playing the poker machines, when you hit big, you cash out, then you put another 20 in and start betting again. But you don't keep playing once you, you know, especially once you doubled, tripled bet or whatever you've got in. That's just one of the basic rules. So I was thinking that might apply with the gold. Put it away, reinvest in more. So I guess it'll depend on the jobs. I am gonna. Things may be tied here for a little while coming up at the end of the month, because I do have a couple of big jobs. I definitely just got the big insurance job for an interior, tearing out 600 square foot of ceiling, emptying the attic of all the insulation, replacing that, replacing the sheetrock, tape bedding, mud, texture, paint. Said it's going to be, and then well, he was going to see about what he was going to do with the rest of the interior. That's just for the ceiling work. But so it's a big job. It's going to be good, but it's going to have me definitely tied up for at least 3 weeks, pretty solid. It may be hard to. I might not be the highest quality videos getting in for those for June. We'll see, but there'll be some great ones after I'm done. I promise you. Gonna be getting one of those. Probably get me one of them big buckets that the fancy boys buy on the channel. All right, we're working down there. Most of the time, this kind of stuff is really pretty easy, and it's like I said, it's clean material. Mike always has he signs his bags, and always has a little note on the thing about watching out for material in the material that could be stray, that could have gotten through them in the processing, but I've never found anything, and I've done quite a few pounds of his stuff now, and a variety of his bags and varieties. So, but that's the same basically in any of this kind of stuff. You just want to be aware. But yeah, man, that's looking nice. if all of a sudden this cuts in with me playing some kind of music in the background over this and narrating, you'll know that there got to be a point in the editing where the noise was too much to not dub it. No Ted Nugent though. I'll be playing something soft and more melodic. All right, man. That is a nice, very nice cluster of gold for our first round, and not even that much dirt in there. I just realized I didn't have my eyes on there while I've been doing this. That's why it didn't look quite as detailed to me as it does whenever I could actually see it clearly. Got some little flakes going through there too. I know sometimes if I'm talking, it overrides exterior sounds too. So if I'm talking a little excessively, maybe I'm trying to see if it'll block out the work noises in the background while I'm doing this. But all right, that is beautiful. Check that out, man. I'm seeing all kinds of cool shapes and designs in that. Beautiful stuff. Like I said, I just love this. I really had wanted to get more of it right after Christmas when I'd had that first bag, but you know, there's just so many different ones I have to do. I couldn't just keep redoing the ones I like. I already do that a lot with Miners Depot, but Miners Depot is kind of different because there's always such a variety. It is looking through a real seek and find, not knowing what you're going to get without a gold amount, and it varies. It's always good, but it varies enough in between that it makes it really, really fun. The surprise of when you get your final weigh in on your Miners Depot, you know, and like I said, that's one of the main rules when you do this is do not buy pay dirts that do not have a guaranteed weight on them. Look at that, nice. Oh, I hope you all understand the camera. Nice chunks there, beautiful. But yeah, that is like the #1 rule, and especially if you're new to wanting to buy pay dirts and gold and try to find you some gold and don't want to be disappointed or, you know, ripped off for getting, you know, just because they say it guarantees gold, a little flake means that they're covered. And there's a lot of companies that play on that exact thing. And then people that, you know, I mean, I'm still awed by gold, and I've been doing it every week solid for a year now and seeing different kinds. And it's, you know, it's just, dang, I'm just gonna have to get physical with that stuff. But I mean, yeah, just the whole nature of it, and you know, it truly is eternal. You know, the gold that's in jewelry and in circulation now is gold that could have been, you know, in a stream 6 million years ago when the first primates were picking it up, and some semi-human primates, early humans, finding a shiny rock and looking at it when they're drinking from the stream at night or the river at night, that, you know, millions of years later is recovered by somebody cracking through the bedrock, and, you know, or that's been melted down, that's been from, you know, from emperors and kings to pharaohs and Samaritans, but I mean, it really is something that is truly eternal. And then when there's still a little flake there hiding out there. And then you consider that it was all delivered to Earth through meteorites billions of years ago. And even that's incredible. And that because all the gold that was actually when the Earth formed in its molten state, all the heavy metals of gold, iron, nickel, everything went to the center of the Earth, to the core, and became part of that system. And it was the late bombardment of millions of years of meteorite impacts on the Earth that delivered the heavy material, heavy metals and irons and all the minerals that we find currently that are within mining distance of the surface of the Earth. Otherwise, we would not have any of that. It would have all have been way too deep within the mantle of the past the crust to ever know it even existed. So it's just and yeah, even with the volcanic activity, it would not have carried anything up from beyond between the core and the mantle to the crust. So it's like I said, it's a wondrous thing, and plus gold's just something that normal people, it's just not part of your normal life. You know, gold's something that other people deal with. You know, I watched those gold shows with the Hoffmans for years, and it was always just kind of left me feeling very envious and thinking that, man, there's no way I'll ever have, a jar of gold like that. No, I'm sorry. Well, crap. Hopefully they're not cutting a bunch of them, but it's just it takes you into a different reality of that like I said, that's just not part of most people's daily life for sure. And that's why so many people are fascinated by it when they hear about it, just like I was, because you're able to actually deal with gold on a real level and not have to be in the Arctic or in the Yukon or in South America or Africa or where you name it, or even in South Louisiana where we've got 2 kilometers of sandstone from the big waves when they killed the dinosaurs. The impact covered all of this up with a very, very miles thick layer. So yeah, I miss rocks. I miss seeing rocks from being from North Texas and always running around North and Central South Texas all my life. But Louisiana has its charms as well, for sure. Except for the hurricanes. June will start hurricane season again down here. A lot of people just now getting their insurance in and their work started, or they're like this one. They're just now getting this roof done, and we could have a hurricane really in reality in 2 months and destroy it again. So that's. The people that are living in this house right now are just renting it while their house is being repaired down the bayou. But he's already talking. He's been here all his life and family, and he's already talking about he's gonna sell and move out to Arizona. He wants to be out in Arizona or Nevada, somewhere in the desert, I guess, away from any beach, and someplace where it's legal to grow. I go, man, send me a wire when you get out there, because I'd sure love to come out there and look for some gold while we enjoy your crop. So yeah, might be something cool in the future coming up where I'm gonna have a contact. So again, a nice, beautiful. Oh man, I have not even see the glare. I did not see that was zoomed in all that time. Sorry about that. Well, this may be a big edit on that part, but we'll see. But yes, look at that. Some nice. I mean, like I said, if those were actually thick chunks of gold, each one of those would be, 0.3 of a gram, 0.4 of a gram, and you'd have 5 or 6 of them, and that would be it. But this stuff, when you've got it where it's that thin, but it's like I said, it still holds all the character and contour, even more so than a lot of the smooth pieces, but of any larger size piece of gold. It like I said, that's what just really sold me on this stuff. And if I'd have known I was gonna be doing the Paydirts like I ended up doing, I would have gone ahead and bought a couple of bags of this, because this is really cool stuff to throw. You throw in a few flakes of those in with some of the fine gold or the smaller gold, and or even whatever variety of gold I'm sending, and those are usually pretty easy to identify, because they'll be the widest and flattest flakes of gold in the Paydirt. But yeah, very nice. All right. Well, I'm going to get this sucked up and picked up. I'm not going to suck up, and we'll be back. Hopefully they'll get some quiet in between. Oh, and I forgot the punchline on the on the story about my buddy with his fancy thumb drive, the smoking thumb drive. It was called dab. Some kind of like wacko dab or something, but it was actually dab material that was in the vape thing. And I've got a friend up in Canada that's a epicure for the dab, a dab master. And man, like I said, it's I still feel extremely safe here doing this.
Oh, what am I gonna? Hey, you! Stop being so unsafe, Smitty. Safe enough.
In fact, I had to make up a safety drink there. A little. That's a strawberry. Whatever you call it, a daiquiri or not, man. I had vodka. I saw my strawberries. My refrigerator's acting up, and my strawberries froze in the bottom of it. And, you know, once that happens, they're no good. But these are some California really sweet big strawberries. So, what the hell? They're already frozen. So let's throw them in with some ice and some sugar water and enough vodka for 3 people, and make a frozen. I haven't had a strawberry daiquiri. The daiquiri shops are everywhere down here. That's one of the first things. They didn't have those in Texas, where you drive through and pick up a frozen alcoholic beverage in a no open container law area. That's what we are. You get ticketed for open containers, so they put a piece of tape over the lid with a straw taped to it, and of course all you have to do is pop the lid and drink out of it. You don't have to use the straw, but that's what they consider. But at the same time, I've had friends that were pulled over and taken to jail for having empty beer cans that they were recycling in their floorboard in the back of their cars, totally sober, for open container. So yeah, just again, the hypocrisy and the bullshit just never ends. But yeah, it's it made those frozen strawberries already had it nice and thick to begin with, so very refreshing. And you don't get the rum taste, like, for the amount of rum I have to put in those when I make them. I basically don't really hardly taste the vodka and all. Like I said, there's a lot of vodka in there, so. But, like my buddy used to say, if you're going to be drunk all day, you got to start in the morning. I don't know why I said that. It's the first drink I've had today. It's afternoon, late afternoon, but anyway, there you go. More down-home lore. All right, well, I keep seeing gold popping up and popping out on this as it's flowing through and settling. That those flakes get light and they float up to the top, and yeah. Plus the colors, man. Look at the colors. No, it's not that safe. Not that safe.
We interrupt this video for an urgent live chat message. Guess the number now. I forgot we got to start this new season off right here on the live chat Friday night. So yes, we're gonna give away this 0.27 plus gram very cool gold nugget tonight. 1 in 100. Guess the weight. Win the prize. I got a little too safe today. It is I forgot all about this. So yeah, we're but we got it in. But check that out, man. That is a pretty cool little chunk of gold there, and it will come in a display vial like the one that was won last night on our giveaway of that crystallized gold there. And there it is in with the gator eyes and a piece of blue neon apatite. Then I was just testing to see if these bigger garnets were going to work. There's going to be a few other little things in these as well. So yeah, it should be a pretty cool little display vial that you can either take it out and keep the gems in it or leave it all in there. So, all right. So this will go pretty quick, and we'll get back to the shoe.
again, that was about half of what we had had before, I think, because I split up the last bit of the pan. But beautiful, nice big, that's another nice big flat chunk to pick up there and look at. And again, it's just, it looks like 22 karat, like it's 22 karat gold. It's got that nice buttery yellow, and you see the definition to it there, but it is paper thin, you know. But still, I mean, that's how it comes out in nature. I mean, this isn't like it's been flattened out or anything. This is the formation that it comes out of, I guess, specifically for that. I don't, you know, I just find it intriguing. Like I said, love the gold. I said it a year ago when I did my first video that I can not see this ever getting old, whether it's, you know, a gram of gold or a tenth of gold showing up out of the dirt in the pan, and doing it, maybe, like I said, at least once a week, every week for a solid year now. It has not gotten old ever. And again, I can say it once again. I'll say it every year when we come around. I can't see this ever getting old. So, yeehaw. All right, my friends, we'll get this cleaned up. We are working down to the end of our last pan here. It's been a fun bag of some beautiful gold. Like I said, I always have fun when I see gold like that, just to see that come out. It's a pleasure, and a good amount of dirt to go through with it too. But it was, like I said, it's very. Oh, my tripod is juking on me here. It's a pretty straightforward dirt. Nothing like, you know, if you want something hard, you can get the Benson Beach bag where it's all fine black magnetite and hematite, or his tungsten double black diamond fine super hard stuff that you'll spend some time trying to get that gold out of that material. But yeah, this is all very, very straightforward for even if someone's not familiar with panning. They can, the fine stuff, they can, and then classify it down to have the rocks like that, or your way to make it easier, of course, and that. So it's, like I said, it's just a really pleasurable stuff to do. And look at those nice big pieces left at the end. Say those look pretty nice. That's again, that looks like a flake. If that was a real a normal size piece of gold like that, that would weigh, you know, 0.4 of a gram. But when it's that thick, I'll bet this thing weighs like maybe 0.6, if that. 0.06. Yeah, not 0.6, 0.06, if that. But beautiful. I mean, again, look at just the details of that. You know, just, you gotta love this stuff, man. I'm surprised that he did not sell out of it sooner, because I know there were a number of people that said they were wanting to try it when I showed it on the Christmas video, the Gold Gifts video series that I had done, and like I said, whenever I bought this, I bought the last bag that he had. He'd sent me a email saying that, let me know if you're going to do a video on it. That is the last that I had, just, I guess, to let people know that it wasn't going to be available for, you know, watching it right then. But like I said, that was long enough ago that I'd gone back and looked, and I did see it was back up on the site. So that may have to, gonna have to jump on another bag of that. Wow. Look at that. Look at that spill out. Yeah, a little too safe today. I keep forgetting to go back and mess with the zoom. Almost like I'm forgetful.
Hey you, stop being so unsafe, Smitty. Safe enough.
Well, Louisiana is known for growing some of the hottest peppers in the world. So we're going to try to carry on that tradition this year. I've got here, I had some last year that I grew from seeds that I'd had. These are some that I got from, I think these were from Home Depot this year, but I knew I had a paper going on it, but actually I've got some that have actually filled out and are actually big, full size now. So these tend to be a little thinner, but we're gonna go ahead and give one a try and see if it's got any heat coming out on this one. That's I did not know they'd grown that long. And then over here, this much tougher looking plant is the habanero. And as you can see, we've got a nice big couple of habaneros ripening on the vine right there, and more of them coming out all through the plant. And then last but not, well, then we've got my Thai chilies that had frozen last year. It was just a dead stick in the pot, but it's come back full blown. And they're just nice little hot, pretty hot, but they're a little like, ornamental peppers. And then we've got Big Mama here, which is the South Carolina ghost pepper. But it's the special brand Smokin' Eds. This is Smokin' Eds, which means it's even reapier. But it's gotten bigger than the others quicker. But you can see it's got some little ones that aren't really down yet. And then we've got our one. Let's see, there's one right there that's actually dropped. That's taken. That's forming the first ghost pepper. So, all right, we'll see how hot we get. It should go in order that we just went through the cayennes, the habanero, and then the ghost. So, get ghosted. So let's see. I don't know how close this looks. So let's try our. I don't know if I can see that or not. Try our. I really like the green cayennes as far as that fresh flavor. You still have that cayenne coming through, but yeah, the seeds are not even hardening up on this one yet, or turning. Yeah, it's still. Although I've eaten green peppers off my other cayenne plants that lit you up, but it has a very good flavor to it for sure, but no bite at all. So. All right, back to the task at hand. We'll check on them in a later growth video segment. Oh, and he got pissed off because I left him out. But yeah, for showing off the plants, we gotta point out Big Boy here because he is literally growing like a weed, and has nice. Is gone. I didn't know these things bloomed. He's gone to flower, or she, it, they, them. My pronouns are bite me and fuck off, but he can have what he wants. But he likes flies. It likes flies. But yeah, the little purple in there is this year's first growth of a little plant that I'd rescued after the big one here from last year. So that's why it's purple compared to the green one there. But it's shooting up very quickly itself. So I just think this is the coolest plant. I really love this thing. So yeah, he had to get a little airtime in, but yeah, you give him a little tickle there, and they'll kiss your finger and shut down. Now, well, so I had a spider. Where is it? Where's the picture? I had a spider get in my drink. So we're gonna feed him to Herbie here, and there you go. He's in. I think he's already chilled, so he's not gonna fight too much. So you want to kind of massage him a little bit so he'll stay closed. So you'll feel like it's a live insect in there. You can see that one right there is the one that I had just touched earlier, and it closed down tight, and it's already opening back up because there was nothing in it to trigger it to start digestion. Whereas this one here now, since I've been moving it around and touching it, it'll stay closed and absorb that spider.
I think that's got us pretty well washed down. So there we have 3 grams of the Leaf Gold Paydirt from Gold Nugget Sales. And like I said, that's a great variety of shapes and sizes and contours and everything in one bag of gold. Beautiful. So let's get it dried up, and we'll get it weighed up, and I will go back through my tailings here again real quick and double check that, and we will return. All right, we are here with a luscious pan of some Gold Nugget Sales Leaf Gold. And as you can see, we've got some beautiful pieces throughout this. It's just, like I said, I just love this stuff. I mean, how could you not? Just look at all the variation in those pieces of gold. It's great stuff. And like I said, and it's priced like regular gold, so it's really a good value for what you get, and for having a chance to have some I'd say very unique gold compared to what you get. Bits and flakes like that on your when you're panning for gold a lot of the times, but not that quality and not that beautiful of a look very often, and certainly not that much ever at one time. So it is there's our little nugget there. I thought about doing that in the middle of when I was out there panning the stuff, thinking, well, damn, that's right, this is the first number 65, kicking off the new year on this. So our Friday night, we need to do something. So there we go. So yeah, I just pulled out a nice, that's a gold nugget. I mean a Gold Bay nugget from one of Dave's beautiful bags of gold that he has. So let's see what we've got here. I went through my tailings. I had no trace at all of anything, so that's good. So there we have it, 0.3096 on our guaranteed 3 gram bag of gold, 3.09596. Looks like that is going to hold at our position. So very happy with that. Let's get set up here, and I'll be right back. All right, so here we are with our beautiful leaf gold up close and personal. We can get in a little bit closer on it with this camera. Like I said, we can't get that super zoom in like I can get on my other, but there's a little grain of sand there and there, but we're pretty close. But yeah, these are some very nice pieces of gold. When you get this kind of stuff, that's really the best. That's what I would do with my other phone all the time. Would set it up and zoom it in like a giant loop, because without having to squint through a little hole, having your full phone screen to zoom in on it and really see some details. But I mean, you can see some pretty good detail in this one for sure. It's just, like I said, just beautiful stuff, a great value, and fun and easy to go through. You want to have get your gold fix done, and it's a reasonable price. We'll add up the numbers here, and I didn't say at the beginning, it has gone up a little bit. I said it whenever we did the price from what it was. I mean, he's had to go up his prices just because of the price of gold, but it's a few dollars, and that's, when you're talking about 3 grams of gold, it doesn't add up to very much, per gram difference. So well worth it. And You know, beautiful. You always get it quick. You know, within a few days of your order, you've got it at your door. So whenever you got to, when the gold bug really bites you, you can get your order in and have it just through regular shipping. It gets there pretty damn quick. So all right, well again, thank you so much, Mike, for you know, another wonderful bag of very, very beautiful gold. And I look forward to doing some more of this. And y'all will be probably getting some of this in your pay dirts here and there. So, all right. And whenever I threw my gold back in the scale, we got a new base number, 3.100. So we topped our 3.100. It's darting back and forth, but it was holding at the 10. So that's what we're counting it right there, 3.100 grams. So we'll get our return on that, and I'm sure it's going to be good. It always is. And we'll be right back. And let's see, what was that number again? Well, let's get down to business here. So our winning number for the Guess the Number on the live chat here is number 65 tonight. Whoever had number 65 first is the winner of our beautiful little piece of gold. A very cool shape. And like I said, we'll get an actual weight on the camera here on it. 0.275 to 277, over a quarter-gram little chunk there, for just for a little thank you for all the people that come in on the chat and make it so much fun. And like I said, we got to start out the new season here with the right way. So, all right. Well, thank you so much for participating in that. And congratulations to the winner. And that beautiful gold there is great to have. Let's, I've got my other set here. Let's go ahead and dump out and look at the first leaf gold that I got and see how it compares to the new stuff, because it's all going in together anyway. I lost my... You okay? With Hurricane, he gets these little sneezing or coughing spasms fits. It doesn't seem to bother him, but he gets them every once in a while. I'm not sure what his deal is, but that's the stuff I got from Christmas. And you say it looks pretty close to the same. We had I might have had a few bigger pieces in this one than and then this stuff that we've got now has that cool long line piece there. And really pretty stuff though. Let's dump it next to our other stuff and see how it compares, because I'm sure he may have a multiple. So, but I mean, when you put those next together, the color looks like it matches pretty close. There's a long stringy piece there. So I'd say we're pretty close. Our flat pieces there. So I think it will go in just fine in our bottle with our new stuff or our old stuff. Very, very happy to have it. So let's, are we zeroed out here? Let's see what our, no, not at all. Let's see how much leaf gold I actually have now, because I did give away quite a bit of my first 3 grams that I got. So oh, well, can't see that. Not much help. So I've got 4.4443, 4 grams, 441, 443. So that's nice. I had over a gram left of that stuff in there with those pieces. So a nice little batch of gold to have. I'm very happy with that, like I said. So, and y'all may wonder, for seeing all those files, how I know what I've got my gold. I put the little code in the top in ink for the initials for the company. Plus, I pretty much recognize gold and even specific pieces from most of the gold that I've gotten throughout all this. It's kind of a memory thing I have, but I recognize that's why on the video from last night I could go through my common vial and pick out the first piece of gold that I ever got from the Klesh Crumb still. So a little tiny picker there, but all right. Now, number's been picked. That's gone. So only, let's see, we look at our numbers here. So yeah, for this gold that I had on this day that I bought it, it was going for $1,923 an ounce. So it had gone, it was up, it's gone down considerably since then. But it was $207.95 a bag, and 3-pound bag, and it's the 8 to 10 mesh gold, it says in the description. And I ordered 2 bags on this order, so it was $14.95 postage, so it came out to $7 postage a bag, but I don't count postage anyway. But for the day that I bought it for that value, the gold value of it was $191.70 and a 92% ROI on it. By today's price, it's down to $181. It lost over $10 value, $181.35 by today's price, and still gives it an 87% ROI. But like I said, we count the price on the day that we bought it for the value of the gold. So, you know, just like when I added up all my total yesterday for what I have, if I'd have done that on my gold 3 weeks ago or a month ago, I'd have had a lot higher, numbers and better numbers than I did this time doing it back when it was. If I'd have done this back in when I bought this in March when the price was high, but. So it's all a numbers game anyway. It's the weight that matters, and it's just cool. I was genuinely surprised that I'd had almost 3 ounces of gold from the year. So I mean that really was. I knew I had close to 2. I had no idea it had gone that high. So it was a very nice surprise for me too. So now, all right, we've got that wrapped up. We got our number wrapped up. And I think that'll do it for this. Only issue is now we started out, I kind of put myself in a position there because that was some weak sauce trying out that pepper. And I really can't start out the channel with that. I mean, start out the new year with that. So these are my peppers. I'd sent one of these to John R. Prospecting. And y'all might have seen it in his mail call. He showed the pill bottle that it came in. And it was one that matched this one. And somehow it managed to get lost or thrown out in the... we couldn't get to him because we needed to do it. We're going to do it on 2 phones and show us simultaneously doing the test. I was going to expose him in person on the internet. He was going to have to show his face and eat a pepper, show that he was doing it. But rather than, I was going to pack another one of these up and send it to him, but they're already dried out now. I'm not sure how potent they are once they dry. I would think it would concentrate it down more. So as not to let these go to waste, and we'll do something else with John, I will step up and do the single pepper challenge on it tonight on the start the channel, just because, like I said, that was weak sauce out there with the cayenne and with no heat at all. So hang on just a second, and we'll do a quick try out of see how hot these really are, and if I want to do it again. Well, so here it is, the Carolina Ghost Pepper, red hot. These have upwards of 1.5 million Scoville unit ratings on some of them, not all of them. The one that I grew on my plant last year and tried did not. So, but I haven't tried these. I was waiting for John to do them together. So, cheers. That was a pretty big bite of pepper there. It's still pretty juicy. It's a little crinkle on the outside, but it's juicy. Starting to heat up now. Still chewing it up. Make sure it gets all washed around. Good flavor. It has a very nice spiciness to it. Now it's getting hot. It's yeah, I had to chew it a lot to break it down, more so than a fresher pepper would have been. But whew. it's definitely got more bite than the one I did, or that I grew. I had the solo one pepper that came off of mine. This one's, like I said, I don't know if it loses. It's hard to get the water. If it loses capsaicin, diminishes as the pepper ages, you know, shrivels up, or if it concentrates it. But like I said, that was a pretty big bite. It burned all the way through the back of the jowls and down the throat. Whew. Yeah, I'd be interested to see, we're going to have the phone set up so that it was going to be, because we can live chat, video chat back and forth through the whatever, Google or Facebook or whatever, and then have our other phone set up recording it, and then so he'd be sitting up here next to me recording while I was recording on his next to it, and then do them, play them kind of, you know, back to back on the same night for the two versions of the same show, basically. But now it's starting to pass. So yeah, again, these were store-bought peppers. The Jojoba ghost pepper. The ones I'm growing should be considerably considerably more bite to them on those. So, like I said, this these had some heat to them, but for what a Carolina real ghost pepper should be, I've had habaneros and cayennes that were hotter than this. So this did have some bite, and it kind of burned in a little different way than the others, but and whenever you when you want to really extinguish it, no matter how hot the pepper, you take you a good pinch of brown sugar, it's gone. It's cool. It's cooled off now. It works that fast. I don't know why this isn't known. People talk about milk. They talk about, you know, not put water but milk and bread and this and that. And especially if you've got your brown sugar where it gets lumpy and dries up a little bit. This is all still really fresh, but if you got the lumpier chunks that are easier to pop, yeah, you've got that extinguisher at hand at any time. So, well, all right, well, we finished it all. Like I said, didn't want to be wimping out on the. Oh, let's get into the proper end of the video position here. That way I'll know whenever I'm editing, I'm in the right where I'm supposed to be. My mouth's not burning anymore, but I'm still got it in my sinuses. So, woo! All right. Well, thank you so much again for joining me on the episode number 65 of Gold Paydirt Reviews. And starting off the new year of my channel, and congratulations to the winner of the nugget tonight, our little chunk nugget, and of our winners for the guess the weight and the guess the number from last night. And I will be getting all that put together and out for you quickly, and I guess for the time being that'll do it. Got a rock tumbling video that'll be coming out this weekend that's finishing off the last tumble. I haven't been posting them. I just went ahead and let it wrap up and did it all in the last segment. So watch for that. Still getting a little bit of that backwash from the pepper. I didn't eat that much sugar. I just did a little pinch. I could have extinguished it with more, but whew. All right. So till the next time, my friends. Thank you again, Bayou Gold Guy, saying have a great night, and peace out, my friends. See you on the next one.